I got two announcements that I want to make, or two public service announcements that I want to make, and two topics I want to touch on really quick. The first one is the video I just made about RASHAD JAMAL. Um, a friend slash family member, or somebody who I consider a family member. Um, I had asked them to post it on their Instagram for me, so I could bring in more viewers. And I guess once the person seen the title, they were like, I'm not gonna post that video. It's offensive to me. So my Aries ass, my motherfucking neck spin around and had a whole exorcist moment where the neck and the head went all the way around here and came back. And I was like, first of all, bitch, um, I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything bad about Rashad Jamal, or I didn't. It was nothing like that. I'm not gonna say a really big fan of Rashad Jamal, but I like Rashad Jamal. Um, I think he is an asset to our community. I think he's taught a lot of you beginners a lot of stuff, and even myself some stuff. And I think it sucks what he's going through right now, especially because he forewarned us of how the events were going to turn out. I did think that he was going to, because he gives me, and after doing the reading, especially now, he gives me a lot of power, and I think he's a very powerful person. And I was hoping that whatever he practices that he doesn't really show us was going to work and was going to keep him out of jail. But we know the boys are after him. I believe at one time he was in the industry, and then I guess he peeped game. I don't know if when he was in the industry, if he was into the spirituality, or if he got into that while he was in the industry, and then his eyes were open. Let those who have eyes see clearly. His eyes were open, and then he was not down with the get down. And Rashad says a lot, and with him being a fire sign, we, especially when we get angry or we convey certain things, we can rub some people the wrong way, and he can be a little bit self-righteous, which is why we all pretty much love him. But yeah, it really upset me that my friend slash family member thought that I was like pretty much the video I had made was pretty much trying to, like, I guess, tear Rashad Jamal apart, and that wasn't it. What really happened was is that I had searched his name on YouTube after he got locked up, because they had sent me a picture of him and I hadn't watched him in a second, like a couple of weeks or something. And I was like, oh shit, his court date did come up, and they were like, yeah, he's locked up. So then when I put his name into the search tab, I had all these videos come up where people were pretty much debunking him, and saying like he was a fraud and woo woo woo. I'm not gonna say I saw one that said he was a fraud, but these people pretty much, you could tell, didn't like him, or weren't vibing with Rashad Jamal. So I was like, I'm gonna go in and do my own reading and see what's going on with them, and see what really is the energy, because I want to form my own opinion. And I also wanted to see what the government was going to do with him now that they've got him, locked up, because I think they're going to try and program him, and he's going to have a Kodak Black or Gucci Mane moment. I hope they don't get to his ass. I know he's not going to do it. He's not going to be down with the program willingly, but once you're behind them bars, you never know what can happen. So yeah, I wanted to touch on that. I love Rashad Jamal. I think he's really cool. He's brought us a lot of information. Um, the issues that you other people have with him, because I believe some of you have actually talked to him and met him. Um, that's your business. But the reading I did pretty much debunked what a lot of you guys said, or it was nothing negative in there. Rashad Jamal is very powerful. We found out he has a lot of gifts. The only thing I found out that was kind of interesting is that I think that Rashad Jamal may have, I don't think he sold out, but I think that he did sign a fucked up deal back in the day when he was rapping and trying to become mainstream. I think they kind of set him up, and he's trying to, he's cleaned up his life and unbinded himself as much as you can while living in this matrix from them. So, anywho, second topic, Sidney Starr and the bad girl situation, and the video that was just posted with them outside fighting, and the little clip that I saw, Sidney Starr got pushed by one of them. I don't know if it was Persuasion or if it was Jela, but you guys need to look at Sidney Starr, and you need to realize that it's something wrong with Sidney Starr. She's not bright. If you remember her on Love and Hip Hop, remember when she was fighting with Naya, and Naya pretty much checked her. And anybody with fucking eyes, if you're not gangster, could see Naya would have whipped that ass, and she was not there to play. And Sidney Starr kept doing it. And it wasn't giving me like I'm gonna fuck with you because security's close by, so I know you're not gonna be able to get to me. It was giving me, it was just not like, it wasn't registering. And that's what I've noticed with Sidney Starr. I noticed that when she was on Baddies too, like, I think that's why when she was doing the most and everything that she was doing, I feel like that's why you guys weren't vibing with her, or her stories, or her issues with Judy, and the other issues she had in the not me starting the other issues that she had with the other ladies in the household. It's something wrong with Sidney. I do know that Sidney is biologically a man, but Sidney cannot fight. I didn't think it was fair. I'm hoping that she's got some transsexual friends or some gay friends who will come out and go to bat for her. This is the time when the gay community needs to stand up for her, because it's clear that Natalie Nunn used her, and now she's trying to throw her away. I do think some of this stuff that they're putting out in these arguments and these fights is a little bit of a publicity stunt, but Sidney Starr's not about it. Um, Even if she was to really fight one of them girls, she can't fight. You can just look at her whole vibe. It's almost like she's this pretty package, but it's almost like when it comes to like conflict, you can see somebody puppeting her, and like, or it's almost like electronics. Like you see all the circuits, and it's like they're all wired in the wrong holes or some shit. Like she's just off. And then I also want to say too, Sidney started not fucking lie about sleeping with Chingy. And I'm tired of Judy Jock keep bringing it up, saying that she tried to ruin his career. No, what happened was is that Sidney Starr came out with that information saying that she fucked with a dude who was on the DL, and that's when she was kind of making it first getting into the game, and then the big boys had that talk with her and told her, you need to shut the fuck up and you need to recant your statement, or you're not gonna, one, you're not gonna get any more business from these men that are on the DL, and then two, you're not gonna get any work in the industry. We know how it goes. Now, had she did it probably around this time, it probably would have been a little bit better, because now as time goes on, people are opening their mouth a lot more, but it's still very dangerous. It still did kind of ruin Chinky's career, I guess that's what it looks like, because we don't hear too much from him. But Sidney Starr didn't lie, and the only person who I've seen on TV who's got a platform who picked that up and really knew what it was Charlamagne the God when she was on the Breakfast Club a couple of years ago. He knew what it was, you know. Remember when he was talking to her and he was telling her, you know, he was telling Sidney, or he asked her and he was like, don't lie, you know, don't switch it up now because, you know, she's like, no, I didn't do it, I'm not, this is no, the only thing she lied about was telling you guys that she didn't fuck Chingy, and what she said was a lie, because it was very true. Judy knows it. Natalie and all of them know it. Well, I don't know if Natalie and them know it, but they know what it is. They're all in the industry. They know what goes down. They know you're not supposed to speak on certain things, and that's what happened with Sydney. You see what I'm saying? Even with that incident, you can tell Sydney Starr's a little off, because the girls who are, and we're gonna call them the girls. You know what I mean? The girls who walk the strips and shit in these bigger cities and fuck with these men. They know what it is. They know the code. You know, it's no different than two DL men sleeping together. It's a code. Or someone who's got a mistress. It's a code. She was not supposed to speak on it, and she did. But I don't care for Sidney Starr like that. But she's still one of ours, as my godmom told me one time when she was speaking about a brother of ours, who was a black man who was fucking up in, you know, the media. But she was like, you know, we still got to back him up. We're not really back them up, but you know, we still got to come and still lift them up, or at least defend them when things are getting a little too crazy and things are not fair. And Sydney needs somebody on her side like that. It's fucked up how they did her, and I didn't see too much of a long video, just whatever they showed, but they were doing too much and I didn't like it. It felt like bullying to me. And like some people were saying, you know, Sidney Starr was to beat the shit out of y'all, or smack the shit out of y'all, shit would go left real quick, and then you guys will have an issue. So don't stop. I'm poking her, even if she is stalking y'all and showing up to events she was not supposed to be at. Y'all doing too much. And like I said, I hope that Sidney Starr does have her some real girls who can fight, because them bitches need they ass whipped. I like Jela when she was on her when she was on her season. I liked Persuasion. I really like Persuasion. That was my girl. I loved when she whipped Kayla's ass. Low-key like Natalie too, because it's nothing like being the most hated, but you were the this anywho. But I like Natalie. She's in the right career. She divinely picked the right place to be for the antics she pulls. But we need to get that together. Where is the community at? You guys need to go and back up your homegirl Sydney. And those were my announcements. So free RASHAD JAMAL. Sydney, have a motherfucking seat and go get you some real friends. Particularly some other trannies, transsexuals, transgenders, or some other girls, some gay guys, whatever. So they're not just ganging up and whipping your ass, because that shit ain't cool. And yeah.